Katie, guess what? We have other reasons why guys aren't getting a second date.
Oh, so many. So many.
Two things we're going to talk about today are, one, we got feedback from a woman where the guy was extra touchy-feely, like too much too soon.
On a first date?
Yes, on a first date. He was like massaging her, putting her chair out in front of the other people at the restaurant, and just too touchy-feely. And it kind of gave her the heebie-jeebies, even though she really liked him on the first date.
Right.
So, I mean, when is it appropriate to be touchy-feely with a new person you're dating?
Well, on a first date, just rule of thumb is never. If you're in doubt, then that means just don't go there. So, especially, I can't believe he actually massaged her. I mean, I could understand a hug. Like we always say,
that's
hey,
at the end of the day. A hug is fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's okay. I can understand, like, even if you first met someone and you had, you know, some rapport already, saying hi over the phone or text, you can say, oh my God, great to finally meet you, and you give them a normal length hug. I could see that being appropriate, a hug before. But really, I think after the first date, you know, when the date's done, is when it might be appropriate to give them a hug. That's about it. One hug is good enough with a normal length of time, not like a long hug.
Like you're
That's
desperate.
creepy too. So I think rule of thumb is, for sure, don't pull their chair out and give them a massage. Don't touch them. Don't touch them on a first date. Don't hold their hand on a first date. Don't gaze into their eyes. I mean, you got to read their body language. And most women, to be honest, kind of feel uncomfortable telling you, hey, I feel uncomfortable because they don't want to seem like, you know, anal or difficult, but they might not even know what's going on, to be honest. They might be like in shock that this is happening. So don't put her in that position to have to tell you no.
Right.
Just don't touch her on a first date, or maybe second date. Don't even massage her then. It's just too weird. So stay away.
So on the other hand, if someone is too quiet, that can
like
prevent you from getting a
expressionless
second date. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes someone who's too quiet is like too serious maybe too, or you just don't ask enough questions and she feels like she's doing all the work, and at the end of the day she's like, oh my gosh, this was so exhausting. So
second date.
Yeah. How should someone come out of their shell if they're too quiet? Like if they're a quiet person, how do they be a good dater?
Well, you can also, practice is what makes perfect. I mean, unfortunately, you might burn a couple of opportunities, but if you are not, you know, putting yourself out there, then you're not going to get any better. So yes, you might go on first dates with women and not get second dates, but with each date, hopefully you're trying. You're thinking of questions that are not gonna elicit one-word answers. And you yourself should take responsibility for that too. And when a girl asks you a question, you shouldn't come up with a one-word answer. So your rule of thumb should be, let me stay away from one-word answers. And also go out with friends and try to practice on them. Like, you know, you're having a conversation with a friend and she's doing all the talking. You should be like, whoa, something's going on with me. I need to challenge myself to interject and, you know,
be engaging and ask questions and be attentive and things like that. So hopefully that helps. Okay. All right.
Good luck out there.
Quiet people. Good luck.